So good day to each and everyone. In this report, I, then Lindsay Puno, will explore the reservation and preservation efforts of various indigenous people groups across the Philippines. So the diverse ethnic communities such as the Aita, Bilaan Tiboli, and the Cordillera people have long maintained a profound connection with their ancestral lands, which are integral to their cultural identity and traditional practices. As modern pressures like deforestation, mining, and land conversion increasingly threaten these vital territories, understanding the reservation strategies and preservation efforts become crucial. So this report aims to highlight the unique characteristics of these indigenous groups, the challenges they face, and ongoing efforts to protect and sustain their ancestral lands. By delving into their historical and current context, we can better appreciate the significance of cultural heritage and importance of safeguarding their environments for future generations. So table of contents. So first is objectives, second one is introduction, overview of ancestral domains, the fourth one is indigenous people and ancestral lands, fifth one is legal framework, and the last one is challenges and issues. So objectives. So first objective is to understand and promote the legal framework and management of ancestral domains. So it aims to ensure that legal provision and for ancestral domains are well understood and effectively applied, thereby empowering indigenous communities to manage their lands and preserve their heritage effectively. So second objective is to address and mitigate the challenges of enrichment and cultural preservation. This objective aims to create a supportive environment where indigenous peoples can continue to live according to their traditions and manage their lands without interference, while also addressing threats that could undermine their cultural and environmental integrity. So, introduction. In the Philippines, land allocation for indigenous people is vital for recognizing and safeguarding their rights and culture. These lands, called ancestral domain, represent the traditional ownership and use by indigenous communities like Igorot, Lumad, Tagbanwa, and Eita, preserving their cultural, historical, and spiritual ties to the land. So, ancestral domains are crucial for surviving and thriving of indigenous cultures in the Philippines. So, they provide a foundation for cultural continuity, historical integrity, and spiritual being, while also presenting significant challenges that need ongoing attention and action. In the Philippines, indigenous people are categorized by Episcopal Commission on Tribal Filipinos, or the ECTF, into three main groups. So first is the Lumad of Mindanao, about 2.1 million, including the Tiboli, Manobo, and Bagobo. Second one is people of Cordillera, around 1 million in northern Luzon, excluding Ifugao and Kalinga, and other indigenous groups scattered across central and southern Luzon, Visayas, Mindoro, and Palawan, including various Negrito groups and Mangyan. In identifying indigenous peoples arise from intermarriage and historical settlement patterns, complicating the distinction between indigenous and non-indigenous Filipinos. So, what is reservation of different indigenous people groups? Referring to the allocation and protection of lands traditionally owned and used by indigenous communities to preserve their cultural, historical, and spiritual connection. So, the allocation and protection of indigenous lands are critical for maintaining the cultural integrity, historical continuity, and spiritual connections of indigenous communities. Legal recognition and support are essential to safeguard these lands from external threats and to allow indigenous people to manage and use their traditional territories in accordance with their values and practices. Indigenous people and ancestral lands. So in the Philippines, indigenous peoples have struggled with land access since Spanish colonial times, as the state legally controls all forest lands they traditionally inhabit. This creates a double battle, where they fight both the state for land security and lowland settlers who often displace them. So double battle means encapsulates the complex and ongoing difficulties of indigenous people face in fighting for their land and maintaining their cultural heritage amidst external pressures and legal obstacles. So in the Philippines, indigenous people face a double battle for land due to state control of forests, lands, and displacement by lowland settlers. So the Ancestral Domain Bill aims to provide secure rights, but indigenous communities still struggle with encroachment, military conflict, and inadequate support. These challenges underscore the need for true land ownership and protection. So the Ancestral Domain Bills seeks to secure land rights for indigenous communities, but they still face issues like encroachment, military conflict, and lack of support. This highlights the need for genuine land ownership and better protection. Indigenous people groups and their lands. So first, as we can see in that picture, that are Cordillera people. So the Cordillera Administrative Region is home to several indigenous groups including the Igorot, Ifugao, Kankanay, and Bontoc. They have significant ancestral domains in the highland areas of northern Luzon. So the second one is Lumad. So Lumad, this term refers to indigenous groups in Mindanao, including Manobo, Bagobo, and Tausug. They have ancestral domains spread across Mindanao, particularly here in Davao, Agusan region, and somewhere at Bukidnon. So the third one, as you can see in the picture, that is the Tagbano or the Palawan indigenous group. In Palawan, groups such as the Tagbano and Palawan have their ancestral domains recognized. So the fourth one, that is Bilaan and Tibuli, are indigenous groups from southern Philippines, primarily in Mindanao. The Bilaan inhabit areas in South Cotabato, while the Tibuli are found in parts of South Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, and Davao del Sur. Both groups live in mountainous, forested regions and rely on traditional practices like farming, hunting, and weaving. Their land faced challenges from agricultural expansion, mining, deforestation. Despite this pressure, both Bilaan and Tibuli strive to preserve their cultural heritage and protect their ancestral territories. So the last example, as you can see in the picture, that is the Aita, also known as the Aita or Agta, are indigenous people from the Philippines living in mountainous regions of Luzon, including Zambales, Pampanga, and Tarlac. They traditionally rely on hunting, gathering, and shifting cultivation. Their rugged, forested lands are vital to their way of life but face threats of deforestation, land conversion, and climate change. Despite these challenges, the Aita work to preserve their cultural heritage and protect their ancestral lands. So let's proceed to legal framework. So let's proceed to legal framework. So first is Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1997 or the IPRA. This law recognizes and promotes the rights of indigenous peoples in the Philippines, including their right to ancestral domains, self-governance, and cultural preservation. So the second one is Ancestral Domains Titles or the ADTS, legal documents granting indigenous groups rights over their traditional lands. The third one is National Commission on Indigenous Peoples or the NCIP, the government agency responsible for implementing IPRA addressing indigenous issues. So the fourth one is ancestral domains or the ancestral domain areas, designated lands where indigenous people have right to self-governance and control over natural resources. So the fifth one is cultural communities and indigenous people. So areas in the Philippines are recognized under protected of IPRA and allowing indigenous groups to manage and preserve their cultural heritage and traditional practices. This framework aim to ensure the protection of indigenous rights and lands, though challenges in implementation and enforcement will remain. So, challenges and issues. Land rights encroachment. Despite legal protections, indigenous lands are often threatened by development projects, legal logging, and mining activities. So, addressing these challenges requires a multi-phase approach that includes legal form, environmental protection, respect for cultural practices, and effective enforcement of land rights. Collaboration between governments, local communities, and international organization is essential to find sustainable solutions. So the second one is cultural preservation. Maintaining traditional practices and languages can be challenging amid modernization pressures. So cultural preservation is not just about maintaining artifacts or practices, but also about ensuring the cultural identities and ways of life continue to thrive in the face of external pressures and changes. So, summary. In the Philippines, securing ancestral domains for indigenous people like Igorot, Lumad, and Tagbanwa is crucial for preserving their cultural and spiritual ties to the land. Indigenous groups face challenges due to state control over forest lands and displacement by settlers. The Ancestral Domain Bill seeks to address this issue by preserving or providing secure land rights. Though problems with encroachment, conflict, and support persist, key legal frameworks include Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act or the IPRA and Ancestral Domain Titles or the ADTS, managed by the National Commission on Indigenous Peoples or the NCIP, which aim to protect and recognize these rights despite ongoing implementation and challenges.